Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So as a lettering artist, I often receive questions about where I find the quotes I use for my lettering work. So in this video, I'm going to show you 7 places where you can find motivational quotes to use in your lettering so that you never run out of quote inspiration again. Okay, let's get started. Number 1, quote websites. So quote websites are an absolute goldmine for your lettering, and there's abundance of them online. And usually they're equipped with thousands of quotes from so many different people. I'll link to a few in the description below. The thing about quote websites is how convenient they are. Loads of them have sections for quotes arranged by topic and author. If you're ever feeling indecisive about what quote to design down, just choose a random topic and you'll be provided with several quotes just begging to be written down and designed. For instance, the motivational section of brainyquote.com will give you a practically never-ending list of short, pithy quotes from famous personalities all the way from Abraham Lincoln to William Shakespeare. But it's not just that. The awesome thing is that you'll definitely stumble across some quotes that nobody or very few people have thought to letter with. This way you'll be making some special and unique designs that will definitely grab people's attention. Even better, if you go to lettering.org/quotes, you'll come across quotes conveniently arranged by the number of words they contain. Also, there's a random quote generator if you're feeling particularly indecisive that day. Number 2 is social media. Social media is pretty much a quotation jackpot. There's loads of quotes that you can come across if you know the right place to look. Twitter, with its strict 280 character limit, provides you with a flood of superb quotes, whether they're just said by famous personalities or original ones thought up by users. By using the hashtag function, you can look up and find tons of interesting material that you can use, or you can follow certain celebrities, writers, or motivational pages through which you can get a constant flow of quote inspiration that will be unique and new. Similarly, you can use Instagram and Pinterest and the hashtag feature to search phrase words like motivational quotes, or by keeping your eye out on your favorite users' captions. There's definitely no shortage of inspiration pages you can lift quotations from. Number 3, specific searches. Scouring social media and online websites can be quite tiring. After all, they open the floodgates of quotations and can be quite lengthy. Instead of filtering through every quote, I find sometimes it's easier to use Google and make a specific search for it. Personally, I prefer to work with quotes that have 4 to 6 words. So all I do is make a specific Google search by simply typing in 4-word quotes. This usually brings up numerous websites that offer lists of quotes with 4 words in them. Then all I have to do is sift through the large options I have in front of me and find the one quote I'm happy to start with. You can do the same thing by Googling a specific way. For example, short inspiring quotes or 5-word quotes usually does the trick. Number 4, books. Reading is one of my favourite hobbies, and I especially enjoy reading books about productivity and creativity. So no prizes for guessing where I get most of my lettering quotes from. If possible, I try to get my hands on paperback versions of these types of books, specifically so I can underline the quotes that really resonate with me. One of my favourite resources for this is pretty much any of Austin Kleon's books, like Still Like an Artist, Show Your Work, and Keep Going, are some of the ones that I highly recommend. As a bonus, the book titles themselves can actually provide the inspiration for the lettering quote. I've noticed that writers are increasingly trying to outdo each other in coming up with more and more creative titles. So the next time you're flicking through a bookshop, once we're out of lockdown, or simply browsing online, keep an eye out for an interesting title. You never know when that will be used in your next lettering piece. But if that's not your cup of tea, there are tons of books you can find that collect quotes. Some of my favourites are the Collins Gem quotations book, which has 900 authors in this and 4,000 quotations to search through. This short one called You Are So Awesome, which has a collection of really popular ones. And this old school one called the Dictionary of Quotations, which is categorised by topic. So a load of ones in there you can use. They're quite old school coffee table type books, which means you might actually also be able to pick them up in thrift stores or charity shops, especially after lockdown when people have been clearing out their homes and getting rid of some books. Number 5, YouTube videos and podcasts. Anyone can easily find good quotes on websites displayed on the first page of Google, but in reality the most mind-blowing, lesser-known quotes are actually dropped in YouTube videos and podcasts. A lot of people don't pick up on what a great resource these platforms can be, as they're spoken words rather than written articles. The narrators usually drop many short words of wisdom which can be easily overlooked by many, but if you do notice them, they usually get a great reaction from your audience for being original.
Make anything knows the struggle. It's a lot easier to criticize than it is to create. And if the goal here...
The most impactful phrases in the videos are usually very short and powerful, and that's exactly why they are superbly suited for lettering. Also, I can justify spending way too much time watching YouTube videos, as I can call it research. Number 6, blog posts. If you've ever been hit with creative block, there are several blogs online that will help you out. They contain many posts about how to stimulate creativity, generate ideas and build up systems to use and be motivated by. But the interesting thing is that the articles themselves contain some awesome pearls of wisdom that can definitely be used as perfect quote inspiration for your work. For instance, platforms such as Medium have a very useful feature where users highlight the most quote-worthy elements of the text body. The line or phrase usually stands out, so you don't have to skim through the whole entire article to find it. As a plus, loads of articles have some really great subheadings that can light the spark on an idea for a quote. Build a habit of reading articles and bookmarking the great phrases you come across. They're your perfect lettering inspiration. Number 7, come up with your own. As a creative person, there's been times when I've had to come up with my own quotes. Usually it's not the easiest thing to do, and it definitely increases your workload. But if you don't have the perfect quote, you'll just have to come up with something of your own. You'll never know when the exact quote will resonate with your audience, especially if your writing comes from a deeply personal place. So try to think of something that people can generally relate to. Additionally, you can come up with a series of designs that are based around phrases you use most often in your day-to-day life. Maybe it's a slang term, or maybe it's something you usually say to a loved one. If not, then you can also change up a few words here and there in some popular quotes and replace them with words related to food or relationships, for example. This way you've written something which is amusing or unique or witty. I recently saw "with great power comes a great electricity bill," which I absolutely loved. So brainstorming for a great quote can go a long way in capturing your audience's attention. There you go, guys. That's my 7 places to find motivational quotes for your lettering. Which one of these will you be going to for your next quote? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I will see you in the next one.